Xbox One, now $349.
So, a bunch of you sent a bunch of tweets and comments on Facebook and stuff, and universally they were, I'm going to miss Mike and Cameron being on Twitch streams.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, how do we double down on this? Easy. We jack up the stakes and we added Darrah to the pile.
Okay. The
And
most important one.
This time, he is in full of plague.
I am not
Nor
full
am
of
I.
plague.
So we're all good. Yeah, welcome to the marathon. We are going to be basically not just streaming the game, because there's tons of reasons you'd want to, check out Inquisition. I know a bunch of people are using all kinds of obscure VPNs and stuff to be playing on Origin and stuff right now. Good for you.
Don't encourage them.
Well, whatever, man. It's
Give
a VPN.
instructions.
Okay.
And you'll want to route your ports. Anyway, so that's happening. There's streams going on. That's cool. Why here? Here's a good question. We're going to be doing kind of a marathon, hopefully spoiler super light. There'll be a tiny bit, obviously start of the game, that kind of thing. But what we're going to be focusing on is bringing in a kind of a rolling crew of different devs, different members of the team, folks from the community.
Yep.
I think we have our voice actress for Josephine here.
Yep.
She'll be joining us. So we're going to bring them all in and get an awesome chance for you guys to get some behind the scenes commentary. From these two, especially in the beginning, because I'm going to be apparently making an elf by request, the pretty one, hence Cameron doesn't have the controller. Yeah, he just gets the shotgun of makeup, and that's attractive.
Yeah.
It saves Cam a lot of time in the morning.
It really does,
It's how you get that fresh face.
Yeah,
You've had a haircut, too.
I have,
It's
yeah.
like a fade. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
It's launch day, you got to look sexy.
now, at a high level, so here's the thing. Reviews are out. They've been really good.
Yep.
So far, yep.
We're happy. Looks like day one sales start today, tonight, kind of midnight Eastern time, typically. A group of us here in Edmonton are going to be at Southgate Mall. We're going to do some signings and stuff. That's going to be kind of fun. But some of you may not know what Dragon Age is and may be signing in. And we're going to kind of bounce through a couple of these key points as we go through the day, just in case you're signing in and go, well, I've heard about this thing. What is it? What can you tell us about it? And so on. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to dive into making a character. And then these two are going to talk about kind of the high-level game. And again, if you've heard this before, thanks for sticking with us. I'll make sure there's Pretty Elf going on.
Yep.
Pretty elf going on. Okay.
Pretty Elf.
All right, Mark, do you want to...
Yeah, so Dragon Age Inquisition, this is the third Dragon Age in the series. Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2 preceded it. This game, it takes place with a new character. As you can see... Whoops, hitting my microphone. As you can see, we're starting here with an explosion, which has actually torn open the breach. I don't think we're playing the prologue right now, so I'll give you a little bit of context there. Just a little bit. So you're the only survivor of this explosion, and basically what you're doing over the course of the game is figuring out how to stop this explosion, which is slowly tearing open the veil between our world and the world of demons, and then figuring out who's behind it and putting a stop to that.
Yep. All within this big open world, sort of multi-region open world, I should say, with these huge environments like deserts and swamps and mountains like you can see here. But yeah, lots of exploration as well as that sort of Bioware storytelling that everyone loves.
As if that's not enough, you can also go online with your friends.
You can, multiplayer as well.
Cooperative multiplayer. And in fact, we're going to be showing that off. I'm just looking to see when.
11:15. It looks like.
11:15. Holy cow! The multiplayer
yeah.
guys are going to come in. They're going to be playing on the Xbox One. So, now we're playing on the PlayStation 4 for today.
Oh yes, right. I think we'll be switching throughout the day.
Yeah, we're definitely switching a lot. Yep.
PC in the end of the day, right?
Sorry?
PC for the end of the day, I think.
PC at some point. And so this is the most complicated charge end we've ever done. So hopefully Mike does not get lost as we go.
When you say complicated, what do you mean?
I mean, it's the most in-depth thing we've ever done. So we've got control over things like general stuff like head shape, but also going in as deep as controlling the color of both your outer and inner iris color, as Mike is doing here. So if you really want to get that detail in there, this is really letting you do that.
Yeah, and I think there's something to be said for actually being able to create the character that you want, right? Like, fantasy fulfillment, it's going to be different for everyone. So, if you want to be male or female, if you want to have be a canary or a dwarf, or different skin tones, different hair. It's all about being able to create the Inquisitor that suits you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is either you're building something that, I mean, you're going to be playing this character for a long time, so it's worth a little bit of an investment for someone that you can stand to look at and enjoy the experience of interacting with other people with them. Because yes, you're going to be having a lot of conversations with a lot of followers.
Yeah. There's all the eye positions stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
this is actually
it's nice
amazing
working
stuff.
on
Yeah.
a different scale rather than just position.
Yeah.
And ultimately, this gives you a lot finer control. Of course, on the PC, you'd be doing this by clicking your mouse. You can sort of move this thing around.
Yep. And also, if you have any questions, obviously you can put them in the Twitter chat. Not Twitter chat. What are we on? Twitch chat. But also you can tweet them using the DAI hashtag. I need my coffee. Hang on, I can't talk yet.
Yeah,
there we go.
I actually haven't had a coffee today.
How can you not have a
Wow,
coffee?
you're just powered by will.
Yeah, no, it's gonna get dark. The odds of me killing you two are actually pretty high.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
It is hot in here, so that's going to really shorten everyone's tempers, I suspect.
It's because Mike just radiates heat.
There is that. I am wearing a big
just
shirt.
animal magnetism.
Yeah.
Guys.
Later, I'm going to check my sheet. I believe there's oil wrestling.
Wow. Cameron and I not in the same weight category.
No.
So that's.
I get scrappy though. Oil me up. I'd like slither around everywhere.
Wow, this is taking a dark turn. We are now 3 minutes into the stream, and we've taken a dark turn. Thank you for tuning in to Dragon Age Inquisition After Dark.
Pretty sure the new rules on Twitch are none of that.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't even know that there was that sort of stuff going on, but apparently it's
You're
all
just
up.
watching. You
Yeah.
realize you've been watching the wrong streams on Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it.
Wasted my life.
So what color hair are you gonna go for, Mike?
I think I'm gonna go for this kind of like awesome.
You really like the
darkish
redheads,
red.
huh?
Well, me and the bull, right?
Yeah.
There we go. I always find that the short hair looks really awesome on the elves because of the
ears?
Because of ears, really.
Yeah.
Whitetail's kind of classic.
So, hey, everyone, if you're tuning in just now,
Punk
because we
rock
were just
elf.
after 10 minutes, this is the launch stream for Dragon Age Inquisition. We'll be going from now until 4 p.m. PST tonight. What we're doing is we're going to be playing the game not as a live stream. We're going to be jumping around and showing different parts of the game. We're going to be bringing in different devs throughout the day, give you a behind-the-scenes look at some of the decisions we made and really how this kind of game gets made.
So, on that topic, Mark, do you want to talk a little bit about the player races coming back in?
Yeah, so we have 4 races in Dragon Age Inquisition. You can play, obviously, as a human, the elf you can see on screen here, and dwarves and Canary. What we really wanted to do is bring back the ability to play the character that you want it to be. This is letting you play as various racial fantasies. While dwarves, for example, aren't the largest chosen race, they are
so passionate, right?
They are so passionate
Yeah.
about their choices, so we wanted to make sure those people had available. By introducing Canary, what we're doing is we're giving, hopefully, what will start to be a new standard for people in terms of what they're looking for in a fantasy game. A big, hulking brute that really you can form your own stories around.
Yeah. And with quite a particular sort of mentality as well, the Canary.
Yeah. Now, in the case of player race, when you're playing as Canary, you're actually playing as Talvashoth. I'm going to throw out the apostrophed words really early in the stream.
Yeah.
So that meaning that you actually are not a member of the Coon. You're not raised within the really specific philosophy of the Canary.
I'm terrified of makeup too. I'll be honest, Cam.
It's not
my
easy.
thing. You know what else? You know what else is not easy? Working when you don't have eyebrows. It's like, wait, there. That's what was weirding me out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is such a detailed system. This character creation.
So here's one of the biggest. This one I think is probably the most
I just
important.
hope I can
is
help.
of course being able to change.
As long
the
as
two
the job
different
gets
accents.
done.
Yeah,
I care
yeah.
about the rest.
Yeah, really happy about this. Males have the same pair of options, obviously different actors.
Yeah.
But yeah, being able to swap between
How much is this
the
going
accents,
to
which are
cost me
both different
exactly?
performances, but also different accents. So if you wanted to have that more American sound,
Mhm.
by
Yeah.
default, the elves come with British, which is voiced by Alex Wilton Regan, and then if we
long
move
as the
over to
job gets
American,
done,
it's
I don't care about the rest.
Sumali Montano.
Yeah, so you'll notice actually in the game that traditionally
As long as
people
the
from
job
Ferelden
gets done,
have
I
a
don't
British
care
accent.
about the rest.
Dwarves and Canaries usually have an American accent, and then, well, Orlesians are French.
Yep. And
Now-
we've got one of our voice actresses in today as well. Later on in the day with streams, so
Absolutely.
that'd be cool.
Also worth noting, some people have asked, like with the elves, tattoos. You always have tattoos because you're a Dalish elf, which is a specific type of elf in the Dragon Age lore. They always tattoo their faces to kind of show allegiance to one of the elven gods. That said, you can go down to color, and I've seen some people do this in some of the early ones and get fairly close. I'm not going to actually try and do it, but you can see you can get closer to skin tones. So
Yeah.
if it's a little too bold for you in jet
Yeah.
black, then perhaps you can dial that back. No problem.
Yep.
Yep. All right, and then the final thing I wanted to call out. This is one of my favorite features that the folks got working in the character art team is you say you have a nice bold scar like that. This is what I'm very happy about. Is not only can you change sort of its intensity, you can notice it actually deforms around like the eyebrow. It'll change the flow of the hair like it would. And then if that's not enough, you can move it around the face and reposition it accordingly.
So you happy with your elven female?
I think she looks all right for now. Obviously, I've actually seen a few folks that have posted some stuff where
Yeah, it's
like,
gorgeous, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
One, it was like totally black and white, super pale, super black, and for the tattoos and the hair. And it was like, yeah, I'm going necromancer. I'm like, yes,
Yeah,
yes, you
yeah.
are.
That's
You're
cool.
Absolutely. All right, so we're jumping into another chunk of the game. I think we're going to go into
Yeah.
gameplay. So I'm going to back out of this. Obviously, just me messing around while listening to you two chatter. Lots of variety, and of course, you've got 8 different combos for your race and gender. So.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to jump into the hinterlands, is that right?
Ooh,
I believe so.
we should do that.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys have seen a lot of Hinterlands gameplay with some of the EA Access gameplay that's been going on, but I think it's the first big sort of area that you go to. So
Whoops,
You just pushed new game again.
I did.
This is the beginning of the game. Spoilers. Again.
That shield is the greatest hero the world has ever known.
yeah,
Not the hero.
It's the hero the camera deserves.
The hero the camera deserves. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I realized I'm talking to someone you can't hear.
yeah.
So
We're being backed up by a crack team.
Of-
They're actually talking directly into our ears. This is something that's kind of new for us. So we're getting used to it.
yeah.
We've got who we got back there? Connell, Patrick, and Justin. So Connell, I think, is taking an eye on anything that you're commenting. Any questions? Those
Yep.
are going up on the Twitch stream.
Yep.
I don't know if we're taking any from Twitter, but hey, go for it. Lord knows someone will answer.
Patrick is the one talking to our ears, and you can't hear him, so I can. Your mom, Patrick.
Your mom.
So I can completely slander him, and he can't do anything.
Ah!
Straight into combat.
Wow. Okay. Well, then, if only I had some way I could.
Are you gonna
Oh.
wipe on the first?
You're gonna. You need
I'm
to.
not gonna, man. I'm not gonna wipe.
Come on.
Whatever. Whatever. You don't even know. Fine. See, the rogue's got a shield. We're fine. The tank's down though. That's
Oh,
maybe
Cassandra.
Oh no, you guys are good. You're good. We're good.
All right. So who have we got in our
Oh no,
party?
you're not good. Sorry, I lied.
All right. Who do we have in our party? Let's use tactical view to find out. So
We have Varric,
Jane,
Jane apparently.
Cassandra, and Solus. Jane Trevelyan, I think. We have a human. Yes, we do. Ooh, dual wield. Nice.
I still prefer Evelyn Trevelyan.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna. That's.
So you guys are talking about weird names right now. So what's that? It's the surname
Oh,
of.
yeah, Trevelyan.
sorry,
Is,
yes.
yes. Oh my gosh, I am gonna wipe out.
Just run away.
Okay.
Trevelyan
You.
is the surname. If I think only if you play a non-mage for human, it is a noble.
No, it's you're.
Oh, you're
always.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're just the.
Oh. Oh, now I know where I am. Now I actually know where I am. That's awesome.
Okay, so Mike,
Yes.
embarrassing us all by wiping on the first combat of the day.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I'm
wait,
I'm countering
wait,
concerns
wait,
that the game
run.
is too easy.
What's the difficulty set to?
I don't know. felt like hard, but the thing is, so that was a stalker, an enemy archetype, came out, and they actually prioritize fights against, when they're fighting, they go against mages and archers whenever possible. So he came out of stealth, and I was like, oh, I got this. It's just one guy, right?
Yeah,
See,
he's
there he is.
back
You can
in
actually
stealth,
see him
yeah.
going into stealth.
Yeah, you can
there.
see him running across.
Yeah, this is where I'm like wishing I had a glyph, because there's no better thing than to leave like a fire glyph around your mage, and they'll be like, yeah, come on,
Hey, where's that
come on, buddy.
Stalker? Where'd you go,
You
Stalker?
got any potions?
I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, there he is. I got close enough to spot him. And apparently killed that fennec.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Gonna get
Wow.
some fennec ears.
In a minute. In a minute. There's some priority items.
There's some
on
killing
the
to do.
Yeah, that does feel like hard.
Yeah. I could look, I suppose, but really, who has the time? Look at those guys. Look at them. So this actually, it's actually nice. This is a higher level area than we've played in the Hinterlands before. We start introducing new archetypes as you play through the game. We should probably. Oh well. Okay, that's why no one's drinking any potions. All right. Not Evelyn.
So you, yes, yeah, it's Jane.
Jane.
I said Evelyn because it's funny.
Is it rhymes?
Because rhyming things are hilarious.
Oh,
Mike!
hey now. Remember, no coffee yet.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, for the love of.
I suppose I could use this handy dandy disengage ability,
You could.
and then I can get out of here. And
So you'll notice that
abilities I
Mike
have.
is quite quickly switching between tactical camera and real time.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Jane,
it's something
run!
that's sort of developed over time in development. Like
Yeah.
we added in the tac cam, and then because Frostbite didn't have like the concept of pause for a long time, and then when we added in tac cam, you could just have this little
Hey,
pull.
buddy.
You hold down the trigger, right, and just time sort of slowly moves forward. So what we found
Oh,
as a
he's back.
consequence, people actually go in and out of the tac cam a lot more fluidly than the past games.
I'm worse used to stalkers being a little squishier than this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's worth noting as well. I mean, obviously the difficulty level is probably on high, but we don't auto scale the creatures and the combat encounters.
what
in the
level are
exploration.
you?
And they've got a hate on.
What level are you, by the way?
I don't know. Remember,
he-
you guys just
wow.
gave me a save and said good luck,
Yes.
which I appreciate.
Oh, you should run over to those other guys over
Those
there.
guys,
that'll be
what could go wrong?
that'll be fine.
This will
Yeah.
be good. Welcome to Dragon Age. We're running.
Yeah.
Now, you
If
know
you're
what?
joining us now, this is our marathon simulation
That's right.
part of the
That's right.
game. You're in the lead at the moment.
I am sorta in the lead.
No, barracks up front.
Oh no, don't do that. That stops you. Barracks. I don't know where Barracks headed.
That guy is fast.
Stalkers are brutal. They are absolutely brutal because they're using.
Oh, and you stopped. Just stopped.
You stopped
I
playing
wanted
some
to-
embryo.
I wanted to jump you, dang root. Yes. All right. I think I'm getting out of here. It's been a while since I've been in this section. Oh right, and there's that like gateway encounter that tells you this is hard.
This
back
is hard, yeah. So we are in the
All right.
hinterlands. This is actually, interestingly, one
So
of
you're level
the-
4.
And what level are the stalker there?
there.
He'd be
Level
level 8.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Then there's only one thing to do.
So thank you for joining us. So we've chosen to fight an impossibly hard combat.
That's good. That's good. I should be able to win this, and that now that I'm probably away.
No, you've got other enemies coming down.
Well, let's just see. Yeah, no potions. All right, can I? Probably not going to be able to travel because.
No, not in combat anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we're locked in here. Here's what I will do: is a handy dandy waypoint, so I know where to get out because I'm heading through here. Varric's in stealth. Good call, buddy. Really good call.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, this here is basically the gateway to this area. This is one of those areas where you pop in. All right, should be safe to leave out now, because we're out of the area. Maybe.
There
at
we
some
go.
point
Hey,
I'll
everybody.
All right.
Whew.
Maybe
All right.
maybe travel back to your
I'm thinking.
Inquisition camp. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about a couple core concepts that this demonstrated. One, you guys
We
talked
should-
about creatures don't scale.
Yeah, no auto scaling.
So
Hence
if,
level 8.
if you head in there, it's going to be nasty. As well, healing. Obviously, we have a set of potions. Right now, we're very early in the game. Looks like no regen or anything like that, meaning that we don't have any backup way of healing. But at any point, we can back foot though, which is nice. At any point, though, we can go to our map, go to any camp that's been established by the Inquisition, because you do this throughout the game. And in doing so,
That is not one you have gone to.
oh, I haven't been there.
Well, do you want to go? Do you want to run to that? See if you can get there and.
No, I'm still in combat because I
Okay,
just
alright.
backflip.
Oh yeah, because you backflipped.
Boom. There. Yeah, combat's a lot more fluid in terms of in and out than it used to be. Let's go to the farms. We've shown the other a bunch of times. And once you get to camp, you can at any point
Now you're healed.
automatically rest. Talk to your requisitions. You can also go to your potions. Let's take potions here. And if you have any, we don't have any yet. We didn't get regen. Okay. You can equip them and get anti-even fire and a jar of bees and all kinds of cool stuff.
Change
like
your party here. So
Yeah.
let's see who
Yeah.
we got. We got.
Yeah, we're right at the start.
Oh wait.
Yeah, it's definitely right at the start.
Lady Insanity. We didn't get anybody.
No, that's fine.
Just decided to go fight some level 8 guys.
Well, it's early enough. There wouldn't be any because the recruitment phase comes after a big story beat.
It's true. Right,
Yep.
right. We're really early.
Yep. So I see Cassandra has leveled up as well. Do you want to?
I do, very much.
So let's talk about level up then.
So
Okay.
yes, when you're leveling up, you are using a talent tree, like one of these.
You start with 4, and you can actually everybody ends up at 5 late in the game because you pick up
You get a specialization.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to get a specialization as the player. You could-
followers do.
Yeah, followers do. Yes.
Player gets a little candy for being the
Oh, that's true. So they actually start with 5, don't they?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then go to 6. Yeah.
no, it's 4 at the beginning, then you get 5. Same beat where these guys unlock theirs. So the upgrades available for each ability. So not just purchasing one, but you can actually make it better. Same cost as if you went down to a new one. When you're mapping, you can choose to remap to up to 8 quick bar buttons. With rapid access, in this case I'm holding L2, and then I again have all of my face buttons and R1 remappable. X always remains jump or loot or interact or what have you.
So you've built, or Lady Insanity anyway, since her save,
Is it? Okay.
has built, so basically taking Cassandra down the tank, defensive warrior,
Yeah.
Not a bad
some
call.
taunt, exactly, yeah. Now she could be two-handed as well, if you wanted to, make
is
her
true,
a very, very
yeah.
damaging sort of character.
So this is right here, just glancing off this. So here, a damage bonus whenever enemies are taunted for the whole party, which tells me right now my immediate first thing I want to buy is Warcry, which is an area of effect taunt. I don't want just one character taunting. I want to pick this up. Adding that, she'll add it automatically to a repertoire. She'll start using it in the middle of battle,
Yep.
and all of a sudden we're all doing more damage
Yep.
against that.
Now you can customize which abilities, or how the characters use the abilities, whether they
Absolutely.
prefer it or whether they don't use it at all.
Yep.
You know, do you want to talk about that?
Sure. So this is a change. In the past, we had sort of a programming language about when abilities were used and stuff. This time, one of the problems with that, I mean, it was very powerful, but it was also very brittle. It could break. If you put in the wrong thing, basically characters would stop running their AI, and that was a bit concerning. It was also very, very complicated to actually put together and make sure it worked properly. And so we decided to try something a little different this time around, which is being able to set abilities to preferred or to never use, and you can also do more global behaviors as well. And these will reserve your stamina, choose where the character is going to be targeting. Will they be following, defending a specific character? Will they go for, always go after Solus?
Yeah.
How often will I drink healing potions and when do I stop? And when do I drink them? So through these, and then of course you can turn off tactics entirely and say, no, just only do what I do. That's very common in people that play in TACAM. Through these, coupled with the AI being improved so that abilities like Shield Wall, the character will use intelligently. Hey, there's a giant attack coming in. I'm actually going to throw up my wall and block it, and then go back to attacking. Or I'm surrounded by guys and they aren't taunted, so I will Warcry because I have this ability, which means the player has said I'm probably a tank.
Yep. Now, if you hit the tactical setting there, so you can change it from I will use it all the time to disable entirely. So that way you can have abilities which you as a player you want to swap to that character or go and attack him and have explicit control over their execution of that ability. Or preferred as well, so that's kind of cool.
You should be using this whenever
possible.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So a good example there is you have a mage who has both a freeze spell for crowd control and a barrier. You can set barrier to preferred. They will use barrier whenever possible over that crowd control spell.
Yeah, so there's a lot of flexibility in that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not as it's not quite as powerful as the previous one, but at the same time it's also a lot less brittle. So Seemed a pretty good compromise, one that still offers a fair amount of control as you dig into it and get to know how they use their ability.
Yeah, and I think more people will probably use this system.
I
than the
hope
previous
so.
one.
Yeah, that'd be my hope.
Yeah.
So we are in the Hinterlands. Oh, we've gotten our horse. That's good to know. Hinterlands is the first big area you're going to come to. This area is sort of medium size, so it's bigger than all of Dragon Age Origins. But we have areas that are actually bigger than this.
I like how casually you're like, well, it's bigger than